Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? And lastly, where do I find help? Where do I find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. It took me 10 years to find this, and I know it was not in fruition then, but I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I waited. Like the word says, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength like an eagle. And so you know what? I waited and I got myself prepared for this time. I got myself prepared for podcasting, and Anchor was the one that helped me get into it. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, y'all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So if you always wanted to start your podcast, go to anchor.fm/start. Again, that's anchor.fm/start to join me and the other diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I cannot wait to hear your podcast. And as I say at the end of each broadcast, know that I love you for real. Join anchor.fm today.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
Oh, gracious Lord, I come to you so humbly and so in thankfulness of praise, thanking you for all that you've done for me and all that you continue to do for me and the RH3 Show. Lord, I thank you for today's broadcast, Father. And as we speak on, encouraging ourselves, and as we speak on not letting people define who we are, as we speak on, and as we converse on, building ourselves. Lord, I thank you, Father, that as I speak to them, I'll pour back into myself as well. As I speak to them, Father, that they may hear your words and hear your encouragement, Father. Lord, I thank you, Father, for each and every one who is behind the scenes that is helping me push this broadcast and help me push this brand, Father. Lord, I thank you, Father, for each and every one of them, Father. Lord, I give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praises. And as I say, Father, I thank you and I believe that you are raising up somebody, somewhere, to use their power, their ability, and their influence to help the RH3 Show brand, Father. Lord, I give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praises, and it shall be yours. And it shall be yours. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Are you listening? 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is Quayla.
This is DJ Nicholas, Gospel Radio Artist from Kingston, Jamaica.
I'm Nina Taylor from The Gospel News.
Well, this is Rock River alongside Red.
You are listening to my boy Red with the RH3 Show.
And you're listening to the RH3 Show.
And you're listening to the RH3 Show.
Boss of boss. Oh, yes.
Keep it locked. Yo.
Go ahead, 'cause I don't gotta give it up. If anybody gonna come and praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Switch my old status, that's from sinner to saint, as when as we can't live by.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Red, and as you know, I am the host of the RH3 Show. Welcome to today's broadcast. I thank you all. Y'all just don't know how much I love and appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all, it has been a not really bad rocky, but it has been a rocky week from last Tuesday. Well, the whole week not really bad. Like I said, not really bad, Rocky, but it's been, let's say, busy to fill that in. It's been so busy, and things unexpected happen. Schedules had to be moved. A lot has been going on, and I had to really take care of them like just like that whenever it happened and whenever it happens. And so that's what happened on last Thursday, y'all. If y'all tuned in to that broadcast, then it was Tuesday's repeat. And I don't like to do that when I'm coming back to a brand new show. And last week we were supposed to be, rocking it out. And you know what? Whether it's last week, next week, 2 months from now, when you listen to the RH3 show, we're going to rock it out. We're going to have things jumping. We're going to get things started. We're going to have conversations going. And, we're just going to be... We're going to be doing the thing, and this is a place, a meeting, a hub, a spot for us Christian men and women, Christian young boys and girls that I hope that they, y'all got listening to, can have, fun and be ourselves, but still glorify God and be respectful of each other as we do that. And that's what I'm doing. And, that's my whole thing. And Lord, I give I give this whole brand, this whole 9 years of the RH3 show back to you. And I thank you, Father, that you are making, molding, and shaping it up to what you want it to be, Father. To what you want it to be. And so, hey, that's what we're going to do on today. We got a jam-packed week for you. Y'all, we got a jam-packed week. I'll finish talking on my my week whenever the Chit Chat brand come on. But today we're going to be talking about, how we cannot let nobody discredit us in our thinking, discredit our actions, our motives, whatever it is. We can't do it. And on Thursday, we're going to encourage black women because a lot of things has been going on, and we just got to do it. Fellas, we got to do better with uplifting our black women, all right? And so we're gonna initiate something. I'm gonna be working and thinking in between, but we're gonna initiate that on Thursday, and I'm gonna try to get a hashtag going, and hopefully we can get that shared. All right, we got a jam pack. We also got the inside scoop of the red segment. Of course, as you know, that's where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on world and entertainment news, all coming from a Christian male perspective. Gospel news with Nina Taylor on today. We got a couple of Ask Red letters on today, and we also got our Real Talk Red discussion. So a jam pack hour. Be back in a moment.
Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and bring the switch. Pray the bloody calling to switch. Come and bring the
Hi, it's Nina and my man Red. Stay tuned. More of the RH3 show is coming up next.
Does your ministry, business, or organization need a new brand? Or maybe you're looking for a graphic artist to give your letterheads, publications, or your upcoming event flyer a little more pop and eye appeal? Then Integrity Media and Design is your one-stop shop. They offer many services that will suit your needs. Services such as media production and editing, graphic design, business identity, and much more. That's Integrity Media and Design. More information is available at integritymedia.weebly.com or on Facebook, Integrity Media and Design, or you can also find them on Twitter at officialimd7. Integrity Media and Design. Media and design with integrity in mind.
K&B Improvement. No job too big or too small. Heaven knows we do it all. From carpet cleaning to house turnover, deep scrubbing, and more. Carpet restoration, we give you what you ask for. Reliable, reasonable, prices you can't beat. Let us serve you in all your cleaning needs, for we are dependable and neat. Call 301-379-5939. Kevin Best, www.knb A&Bimprovement.com.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the RH3show.com.
Alright, you guys, we're back. It is the RH3 show. Thank you so much for tuning into today's broadcast. As you heard in the introduction, we are going to be having a good Real Talk with Red discussion on today, and we're going to be talking about not letting others discredit who you are. Not letting others discredit who you are, not letting others change your way of thinking. And we're gonna have a little one-on-one talk, because it really is getting out of hand. And others, people like myself, and if you are someone who do a lot, and if you are someone who has done a lot, you know that a lot of folks can think that you can't do what you set out to do, or think you cannot, let me get the right verbiage, think you cannot do the task that you're set out to do, or people may have ideas and your opinion may not be for them. But hey, don't let others discredit who you are, and don't let others think that your opinion don't count or whatever. I'll talk to you all about that in the Real Talk with Red discussion. And on today, during this little chit chat session, hey, everything, just talking. We just talking now. And so what has been going on, you guys? What has been going on? I hope you all have been well. I've been doing well. Everything with me has been going on pretty good, pretty well. And I just thank God for you all. And so, like I was saying, y'all, this past week has been really not challenging for me, but a lot has been going on to where I had to be away from radio. And so I had to implement other things to still give y'all a great show. And I was like, you know what? A lot of folks missed the return from my break. And also a lot of folks has been I lost my train of thought. But a lot of folks hadn't been listening to the they missed the return. And so I was like, okay, you know what, I'll just let the opening of the mid-season repeat. And so I hate to do that. I hated to do that on the week that I returned, but that show was an hour and 30 minutes, and I had to give it to you all. And so I let y'all hear it again. But you guys, again, I'm sorry. I had a lot of stuff to do. Y'all know I don't drive. Some of y'all don't. If you do not know that I don't drive, there it is. I don't drive. And so Thursday, I had to, really do what I had to do in my personal life, at church, at home, and there was no way I had to get on here to do live broadcasting. It was no way. And so after I got finished doing what I was doing, you guys, it was 5 o'clock, and I had not did no promos. I had not did anything. And so I was like, you know what? I couldn't. And so I had to give word, okay, just repeat Tuesday's broadcast for Thursday, and I'll make it up to them and, speak to them on, excuse me, I had to drink some tea. Speak to you all the following Tuesday about what's went on and what's taking place. We, got service back together and, got things together, prepared for Sunday. And so, my home life come first. My until radio produces ducats for me, which y'all can help and y'all can sponsor the RH3 Show, go to therh3show.com and click on the sponsorship tab. And until then, hey, I hate to say this because this is a dream and this is something that I've always wanted to do, and I have the opportunity to do that. And so, but I really also thank my personal life for helping me get to where I am here. And so, my personal life is funding for you all. And so, when that calls, I have to jump on it, you guys. And I hate to say that because you all have stuck with me until, up until, for 9 years. Y'all stuck with me for 9 years, and I thank y'all for that. And so that's my little, rant or reasons why I wasn't here on Thursday. Friday, again, busy. Saturday, again, busy. A lot, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a busy guy, and so I've been doing a lot and putting some things on the back burner for, for myself. And it, and while I say that, it is okay. It is okay. And it's okay. And so thank y'all for joining me for that show today. I did a session with you all on my vision board pre-prep. And so thank y'all so much for joining me on that. Those who joined me on the Facebook page, y'all saw my vision board takedown, and we're going to do another session sometime next week on vision board prep and vision board rebuilding for the new year. And so I've had this vision board up for the longest, and I thank y'all for joining me with that. And I had to reevaluate and rechange. And speaking of reevaluation, I put on my personal page earlier today that me and God were had a reevaluation session on earlier today, and God was telling me, y'all, that Red, you're gonna have to do better with taking care of yourself. And I told y'all about this on Tuesday, that I'm gonna have to do better with taking care of myself, not only health wise, but personal side as well, business. I'm gonna have to start doing a lot, for those who do for me, I'm gonna have to do for them as well as do for myself, because there are a lot of folks in my life. You know what? I'm going into the session of the Real Talk with Red. How about while I'm going, I'm gonna go ahead and intro, insert insert the Real Talk with the Red intro right here, y'all. Insert the intro right here. We'll go ahead and roll with it.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
What I just told you, that's how I felt. That's how I felt. If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it. I said what I said. You don't like it, you don't like it.
It's the Real Talk with Red segment right here on the RH3 Show. And yes, as I said what I said, because I said what I said. It is the Real Talk with Red discussion, and that's where I give you all my honest, my unscripted opinion on real life topics. We also have grown folks discussion. And so thank y'all so much for y'all, it is a live show. It is a live show. And so when I feel like I'm rolling with it, I might as well continue to roll with it. But like I told y'all on last week, you're going to have to start taking care of Red. You're going to have to start taking care of yourself. And so with God, with me talking today and thinking of what I want to talk to you all about, God was telling me in a meditation session, and while I was reevaluating myself, you're going to have to start taking better care of yourself, and health-wise as well as spiritually. That's first and foremost. Your spiritual aspect with me and you is going to have to get better. And I'm being real with you all. It's going to have to get better. And, as well as, you taking care of others. It's gonna have to get better, because y'all don't know what. And let me give another disclaimer. What I'm about to say, it does not go as being ungrateful or taking it as I'm complaining or rant for what I do for folks, because those that I do for now, and even some, especially family, I do it because it's in my heart, and I'm doing it because they do for me. And that's some. But y'all particular people that either is watching this video, because I'm doing it on YouTube as well. Those of you that's watching this video, and those of you that are listening to me on radio, please know that y'all know those genuine people. Y'all know, okay, what Red is doing for me, we got it locked. And some people that I do for, some people that I do for don't really appreciate it. And so I'm getting a little emotional and teary-eyed right now, because it is very sad, because you would think that, and even in my case, the ones that you think that will appreciate what you do don't. And I'm the type of person that if I'm doing for you, please know that I think very highly, and I have a very high level of respect for you. That's me 100, 1,000, 1,000,000% true. Because if I'm doing something for you, if I'm even around you in your presence, I'm comfortable with you. And so if I'm doing for you here, I'm doing for you there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and you do not acknowledge it, or you give me your tail to kiss, or in the return to where I need help, you don't give it, or when it's, even if I'm not helping, you don't evaluate, or not evaluate. You don't appreciate my thoughts and my opinion. You know what? As I saw a meme the first part of this year that said, when you feel like you start getting pulled in people's shenanigans, or pulled in people's mistakes, or pulled in people's dilemma or drama, say to yourself, not my circus, not my monkeys. Because I'm not going to be, I cannot worry about this. And y'all, you cannot worry about what, how people feel about you. And of course, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Just know that. It's going to happen. And know that, the feelings is going to be there. And I'm the type that, look, if y'all see me cry, it's either because not of defeat, let me say that, but it's either because of anger, or because of I would say a real genuine love. And just now, whenever I mention, or if you see me, saying, or if you hear me say that, I don't know why people do this or whatever, it's not out of defeat, and it's not out of that I'm worrying about. It's just because I put all my heart and love and this and that into helping them, and hey, they don't get it. And I heard one of my giants in the faith, Pastor Jamila, say, we cannot continue to let people, or we cannot continue to force people to get what you're trying to say. We cannot continue to, if they can't get the picture, they're not going to get the picture. We cannot force nobody. We cannot make them, do what's right. If they're not going to do what's right, they're just not. And we cannot force them. And so that's where my fault is. I try to force people to do what's right. I try to force people to see the picture of stuff, and I cannot do that. I'm going to continue on radio. YouTube family, know that I love you for real. That is the end of this Real Talk with Red discussion on YouTube. Radio, I'll continue in just a moment. Just hold on. YouTube, know that I love you for real. And always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love beyond words. I'll see y'all on the next video. Alright? Peace. But radio family, I'm back with you all. I'm back. But we cannot, and that's a big fault that I have, that I try to force people. And so with all of that, getting back to not letting folks discredit who you are, there's times in my life to where I, whether it be on jobs or whether it be, people asking and seeking advice, or whether it, whatever. Look, you ask me, I give you my advice. You don't go with my advice, which, hey, it's all good because it's your decision to make. But then again, in the long run, hey, I'm just going to sit back and let stuff unfold because I'm not being arrogant. I'm just being humble and saying, I know what I'm talking about. And so, sooner or later, it all going to unfold. And look, is what I told you. And that has been happening with me, lately, whether it be in my personal life, whether it be at church, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. It's just, a lot has been, And again, this is discredit. Well, I'm not talking about, I'm not being disgruntled or whatever. I love what I do, whether anything that I put my hands to or anything that I do, I'm doing it with whatever. And so, hey, if I'm with my friends, hey, I just, if you ask for my advice, I'll give it to you. Keep it moving. If you don't take it, whatever. I may be wrong sometimes. I may not be wrong. But don't make me feel like that, I'm in the wrong because I gave you my opinion, or, you look down on me because I am not, I don't have this level of expertise or whatever. I know what I'm talking about. And so look, the whole month of January, y'all, it's been either not my circus and not my monkey type thing, or I know what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, Red, and let stuff unfold. And so that's what you all gonna have to do when it comes to people trying to discredit who you are. Say what you gotta say and keep it moving. Say what you have to say and keep it moving. Say what you gotta say and keep it moving. If you feel that what's right, what you're saying is what's right, okay, hey, give your opinion and let them make their own, because that's their decision, that's their problem, that's their situation. They ask you for your opinion, or you giving advice. Okay, say, I feel that this shouldn't be happen. Oh, no, what's going on is right, or what I have is fine. Everything is okay. Then sooner or later, it falls onto what you said initially, and so that's that. And I'm in no way, shape, or form of taking my discussion on today and pointing it to anybody else. It's just talk. It's just encouragement. What I'm giving to my listeners. And so, if the shoe fits, wear it. And this here is a size 9.5 shoe. If you can wear a size 9.5 shoe, wear it. Boom, shakalaka, boom. Y'all, I'm just full. I'm full with talking to you all. I'm full. And I thank God for being full. And all I'm doing is just, hey, sit back, relaxing, and relieving my mind. And I'm just, enjoying myself and making decisions on what the rest of 2019 is going to be. And That's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to take a break. Thank y'all for joining me for this chit chat as well as the Real Talk with Red discussion. I'm going to take a small break, and coming up next is the Inside Scoop with Red segment, and this is where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on world and entertainment and news. And Nina also got the gospel news with her. The gospel news with Nina Taylor, all coming up next here on the RH3 Show. I'll be back in a moment.
The Inside Scoop with Red and the Gospel News with Nina is coming up next on the RH3 Show.
If you're not tuning into the RH3 Show weekly, here's what you've missed. Kevin Hart thoughts. He said he's a real damaged individual. And R. Kelly is. He's really damaged. I have a lot of comments, but he really is. He has a lot. He is really damaged. And I may shock a lot of people when I say this, and like I said in the promo, I may ruffle some feathers, but jail is not gonna fix R. Kelly. Yes, he needs to be incarcerated, but he needs psychiatric help. As I say at the end of each broadcast, know that I love you for real, and always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love beyond words. Join the RH3 Show family. For more about me or the broadcast, you can visit my website at therh3show.com. Thursday is one of our best days where we give you the RH3 Show Facebook live broadcast pre-show, and also our scheduled live on-air broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday, which is from 6 to 7 p.m. This Thursday is like no other. Join us for another dose of the Inside Scoop with Red, Gospel News with Nina Taylor, and the Real Talk with Red discussion, where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion, and it's all coming from a Christian male perspective.
The RH3 Show, Thursday from 6 p to 7 p Eastern. For more about the broadcast, please visit therh3show.com.
Give it up with anybody wanna come and praise the Lord. Bring the love he called you to.
Are you looking for an experienced and passionate video production company that values your time and resources? Then look no further. 1301 Productions specializes in creative promotional concepts that promote your product, brand, or service. Our main goal is that we can help you reach your existing clients as well as potential clients successfully. Call today to set up your free estimate. 1301 Productions, creative concepts for creative clients. For more information about 1301 Productions, give them a call at 424-835-1301.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit therh3show.com.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Want the latest news regarding the TV, movies, sports, politics, and music industry? It is time for the Inside Scoop with Red, right here on the RH3 Show.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still praise me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still praise me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still praise me? If I find my way home, yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Nina Taylor, and this is your Gospel News. One of gospel music's rising stars, his name is Isaiah Templeton. Born in Massachusetts, but spent most of his life in Dayton, Ohio, where he graduated from Wright State University. Under the tutelage of Pastor Smokey Norfolk, Isaiah recorded his first album in 2016. You may have also seen Isaiah singing background for some of gospel music's leading artists, including Pastor Smokey Norfolk, Jonathan Nelson, Nelson, and Travis Green. Now a resident of Charlotte, North Carolina, Isaiah is serving as worship leader at the Have Life Church. Inspired by the singing of the late Reverend Donald Vales and Thomas Whitfield, Byron Cage began singing gospel music as a teenager. He attended Morehouse College in Atlanta, where he was a member of the Morehouse College Glee Club. He also served as music director for Greater Grace Temple in Detroit, Michigan. From 1995 through 1998, Purpose and Full Gospel Baptist Fellowship Mass Choir. While signed to Atlanta International, Byron Cage and Purpose released 2 live recordings, Dwell Among Us in 1995, which featured Dwell Among Us, The Blood and the Glory Song, and Transparent in Your Presence in 1996, featuring Forever I'll Worship, He's There, and God's Word. On both albums, Cage served as co-producer. Cage also made a guest appearance with the Full Gospel Baptist Fellowship Church Choir and Bishop Paul S. Morton. Byron Cage recorded a live CD entitled The Proclamation at the legendary Apollo Theater in New York City on April 26, 2007. He had guest appearances from Kelly Price, Kim Burrell, and Dave Hollister. In 2009, the project Faithful to Believe. It was produced by Israel Holton and Aaron Lindsay. Byron Cage for this album took home the stellar for Male Vocalist of the Year. Kalante Gavin, an energetic contemporary gospel vocalist from Ridgeville, South Carolina, unwittingly launched his career with performances of the Reverend Paul Jones' song I Won't Complain, recorded in his high school cafeteria in 2014 and uploaded to YouTube. The interpretation caught the attention of Atlanta-based pastor and music executive Marcus Boone. Kalante Gavin's debut single, Higher, was released in November of that same year. The song was written by his mother, Priscilla Smalls, and produced by Grammy Award winner Myron Butler. Around that time, Gavin made his first national televised appearance on BET's Joyful Noise, and in 2018 he returned with his full-length CD, The Higher Experience. Singing in her grandfather's church since she was old enough to hold a microphone, Lexi has a passion for being on stage that began to blossom during her undergraduate study years at Bowling Green State University, majoring in interpersonal communications and having a minor in theater. Upon graduation, Lexi never realized that her life was called by God to be in the forefront. For a small stint, Lexi was a background vocalist for singer Gerald Levert, Fred Hammond, and Vanessa Bell Armstrong, to name a few, before realizing her own destiny. Lexi met and married producer Michael Allen, who helped her develop her writing and vocal ability to create her own sound. However, the marriage was soon ended by Michael's untimely death. Having their son, Lexi was without her husband, without focus, and without direction, but she wasn't without God. God began to quickly step in and prove himself to Lexi by putting her face on the Word Network. 2 years later, the face of this broken widow had thrust before 40 million households right here in the United States, seen by 38 million viewers in over 200 countries around the world as well. And Lexi began to blossom into a name that would be easily recognized. Recently, Lexi has remarried to television producer Jason Prater. And here's your Billboard Top 10 songs for this week. Number 10, Charles Jenkins with Can't Turn Back. Number 9, Fred Jerkins featuring Last Call with Victory. Number 8, Kalante Gavin, No Ordinary Worship. Number 7, Miranda Curtis, Nobody Like You, Lord. Number 6, Fresh Start Worship with Mention. Number 5, Jacqueline Carr, It's Yours. Number 4, Tasha Cobbs Leonard with I'm Getting Ready. Number 3, Jason Nelson, Forever. Number 2, Brian Courtney Wilson with A Great Work. And number 1, once again for 10 weeks, Zacardi Cortez with Oh How I Love You. Well, that's your Billboard Top 10 songs and your gospel news. I'm Nina Taylor. Let's get back to more great gospel music on this great station.
Thank you so much, Nina, for your portion of the Inside Scoop with Red, and thank you for the gospel news. And speaking of gospel news, Medea's, let me see, M-A-D-E-A Medea's farewell tour is going on now. They are actually in Phoenix on today. And y'all, if y'all are in the area, please, I'm trying to get David and Tamla on the show. So if you're in an area where the play is going on and then a movie is coming on in September, in March, I believe, and it is Medea's family funeral or something to that effect. If you can, please go. And so this week they are at where are they? Tomorrow this whole week they are in Phoenix, Arizona on today, and they will be in California on the rest of the week up until the 26th. And so when will they be on the West Coast? On the East Coast. Starting in February, they'll be in Miami, going on to South Carolina. Following up, when will they be in, if you're in the Baltimore area, February 22nd, Friday, 8 p.m., they'll be at the Royal Farms Arena. Y'all, Royal Farms chicken? Boy, when I tell y'all, I want to go to the one in February the 23rd. Probably not that one because things are going on, but February 23rd, they'll be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, at the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial, and then that's at 4. And then at 8 p.m., they'll be at the same place. So it's 2 shows a night, looks like. 2 shows that night, that February 23rd. No, I'm lying. Lord forgive me. At 8 p.m., February 23rd, Saturday. At 4 p.m. and then at 8. And then when they will be back in North Carolina, they will be back in North Carolina around, let's see here. Y'all, I think that's it. I'm looking. They'll be at the National Harbor in April. Go to Ticketmaster.com/Tyler-Perry-Tickets or just search Medea's Farewell Tour. Tyler Perry's Medea's Farewell Play Tour. They'll be back in North Carolina at the end of April in Durham. And I think that's it. For North Carolina. I'm looking. But anyway, just go search it. Go check it out. Go to, if you on any social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, use the hashtag David and Tamla on RH3 and then add them. And say, look, we want to get y'all on the RH3 show, talk about love, talk about marriage, talk about, keeping the marriage, and talk about the play, and talk about I think their tour is over. I forgot the name of that, but y'all, that CD is also bad as well. That's it for Tyler Perry and their news on them. Wendy Joan Williams Hunter. I know we spoke on her on last Tuesday, and then y'all heard it again on Thursday, but she was supposed to come back this week. She's not, and there is, y'all, it's really sad, and it gets to a point of being emotional that she is away, and that she's been dealing with medical complications, and there is no end in sight to when she's going to be back on her show. None as of yet. She might be back, but there's no end in sight. My guess, she'll be back close to the end of February, first part of March. That's what I'm thinking. But y'all, it's really sad, and if y'all go to her Instagram page, y'all will get a full letter from her family and a full letter from Debmar Mercury, who is her production company, and I'll read both of them. It's a note from her family first. It reads, As Wendy Williams-Hunter previously shared, she fractured her shoulder and has been on the mend. Over the past few days, Wendy has experienced complications regarding her Graves' disease that will require treatment. Wendy will be under strict supervision of her physicians, and as a part of her care, there will be significant time spent in the hospital, despite her strong desire to return. She is taking a necessary extended break from her show to focus on her personal and physical well-being. Wendy thanks everyone in advance for their well wishes and for respecting her and the Hunter's family's privacy during this time. A statement from Debmar Mercury, which is her production, the distributor, I believe. For over 10 years, Wendy has been a vital part of Debmar Mercury family. We will wholeheartedly support Wendy in this decision to take time she needs, and we will welcome her back with open arms the moment she is ready. The Wendy Williams Show will repeat episodes the week of January the 21st, which was yesterday, and will produce original episodes with a variety of hosts starting the week of January the 28th. So next week is back to new shows, and another hashtag y'all can use, Red on Wendy. Hashtag Red on Wendy. And I would love to be one of the Hot Talk panel personnels on Wendy. And so prayers go out to Wendy, and y'all know that I've been a big fan, a follower of her before television, when she was on radio. And I love Wendy. And so my prayers go out to her. My prayers go out to Kevin, her husband, Kevin Jr., her son. And I know it is very hard on him being away at college, worrying about his mother. It's very sad, and I'm not getting into he say, she say, or whatever. All I'm doing is praying for Wendy. All I'm doing is praying for her husband, her son, and the whole family, the marriage, it all. Because the speculations is, going rampant, and, it's just been a lot of talk. And so, yeah. That's that, and is that all I have? That's all I have. I'll be back with more of the RH3 Show. Coming up next is the Ask Red Letter segment. Be back in a moment, y'all.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
Does your ministry, business, or organization need a new brand? Or maybe you're looking for a graphic artist to give your letterheads, publications, or your upcoming event flyer a little more pop and eye appeal? Then Integrity Media and Design is your one-stop shop. They offer many services that will suit your needs. Services such as media production and editing, graphic design, business identity, and much more. That's Integrity Media and Design. More information is available at integritymedia.weebly.com or on Facebook, Integrity Media and Design, or you can also find them on Twitter at officialimd7. Integrity Media and Design. Media and design with integrity in mind.
Got a problem? Need my help? Got a question that you need me to answer? Hit me up at askrh3@gmail.com.
Which means do I live and we ain't.
Look to the RH3 Show every Tuesday and Thursday to give you what you need to get through the beginning of the week and to push you to finish off the week strong. This week we have a new dosage of the Real Talk with Red discussion and the Ask Red Letter segment. I'm also on YouTube, y'all, so don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/IRepaSavior. Know that I love you for real.
The RH3 Show every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 p to 7 p Eastern. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
Did you catch this flashback of the RH3 Show? But, a virtuous woman respects her husband and also respects herself. She does him good all the days of her life, and she's trustworthy, and they help meet. So, marriage is a great attribute, and being, real down to the T, 100% single, unique, and whole is another great attribute of a virtuous woman. Number 3, some women do not carry this attribute because, you know, even the women that do fits in this name or this title doesn't deserve it. And I may get rocks thrown at me for saying that, but who cares? My name is on the marquee, the RH3 Show, not the audience of the RH3 Show. This is my segment. This is my hour. This is my show that I birthed January. When was it? January the 8th, 2010. But it is, you know, my opinion. But, you know, like I said, some women does not have a mothering gene in her body. And I know a few ladies out here. I know a few ladies that have children and they do not deserve them children. You know, God may bless them with it, but you know, I'm not God and I can't, you know, I'm just being real, y'all. You can come on, let's just be real. You know, God gives us a blessing and he may have gifted them with their children, and God does not make mistakes on who he blesses, you know, and who he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. But, you know, people can take advantage of that gift. People can take advantage of that gift. And like I said, I know a few women out here that has children and they really don't deserve them. The reason being is how they treat them and how, you know, they're being raised. But a virtuous woman, a attribute of a virtuous woman is someone who's mothering. And again, if you can't bear children, you know, I have to learn that you do not have to. I'm getting a little emotional here right now, but you don't have to be a dad to be a father, or a father to be a dad. You feel me? Because the reason why I'm saying this is because, y'all, and I ain't even gonna say it, I'll mention it on Father's Day whenever I'm in here bawling my eyes out, y'all, because Father's Day, you just don't know, it is a special time for me. And I'll say this and then I'll keep it moving because we're talking about the mothers here. We're not talking about Father's Day. But I'm just talking, you know, I'm leading up to what I'm saying about mothers, and you do not have to be a biological mother to be someone's mother. But y'all, my godson, he'll be 16 next Wednesday actually. And he, on Father's Day last year, he told me Happy Father's Day. And I don't have any children. My only children is him, his god brother, and his god sister. Y'all, I lost it. You hear me? I lost it because just that same day, I ain't even gonna go to it, but you don't have to have your own children to be someone's mother or a mother figure. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. As I say at the end of each broadcast, know that I love you for real. And always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love beyond words. Join the RH3 Show family. For more about me or the broadcast, you can visit my website at therh3show.com.
What I just told you, that's how I felt. That's how I felt. If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it. I said what I said. You don't like it, you don't like it.
Need an advice? Got a question for me? Or you just need some help solving a problem? It is the Ask Red Letter segment right here on the RH3 Show. All right, you guys, it is the Ask Red Letter segment, and as I say at the beginning of each segment, that it is my honest, my unscripted opinion. It is all coming from a Christian male perspective. We got just a few minutes left of the broadcast, and I'm just go ahead and read this letter, and I'm gonna close it out. All right, and most of my letters come from either you guys who send it to me via email at askrh3@gmail.com, or it comes from fellowship groups that I'm part of. And so this one here is like no other. It came from, sorry, I'm still drinking the last drop of my tea. Hold on. Is that type of show. But this one that I'm speaking on came from a group that I am a part of. And so let's go ahead and read the letter. It reads, my ex-boyfriend and I were together for 10 years. When I was 5 months pregnant, he cheated and left for me for a younger girl. She is an RN making money. He has always had money issues. When I read that, I missed it. Missed that part. Well, in November, he had to leave his apartment because his roommates moved out and he couldn't afford the place on his own. He then moved in with the new girlfriend. She's 23. He is 31. Hold on, I had to magnify this because I cannot read this. Okay, she's 23, he's 31. She knew about me but loves him a lot. He did emotionally cheat on her 3 months in their relationship. Well, in November, Thanksgiving weekend, when I went into labor, he was in San Francisco on vacation with his girlfriend. I decided to put my differences aside and let him be present during the birth. He never showed up or called to see what was going on. 2 days later, he texted me to tell he was sorry and sad that he wasn't there for me. Our baby was stillborn. I lost him. When I needed my ex to be there, he wasn't. Since then, every other day he texts me, asks me how I'm doing. Why? When he wasn't there? Are his apologies sincere? Is his guilt eating him up? Will he try to come back to me? I just want to be prepared. I just want to prepare myself. Will he continue to text me? I am lost and sad. And lady, he feels, my response is, and I have pre-read this or whatever, he does feel sad, and it is quite all right for him to feel that way, because no matter how he done you, he lost a child as well, and so he has feeling for you and for his child. And I don't think that he wants you back. I just think that he's saddened and upset that he couldn't be there with you while you were dealing with this loss. He couldn't be there, for the birth of his child. And we never know. And so he should have been there from the beginning, whether he would have known the outcome or not. This was his child. You went in early, whatever. And so, these feelings that he has for you aren't romantical, and put up quotes because I say a made-up word, feelings. Or eros, and so that's another form of love or whatever. But I feel that he has the storge type of feelings, or a familiar type of feelings, to where, okay, we have a mutual, what's the word I'm thinking of, a common ground here, which is our child. And so don't get it twisted. You are in your feelings too, and you wanted. This could have been your love child, I would think. And you were in your feelings as well. And so don't get caught up in him or wanting him back after he left. This child was a child that you made with him. You still loved him. This was something that you wanted to keep him. And this is something, this child was that connection between you and him, and now you don't have it. Now you feel bad. Now he feels bad, and then it's just that. It's just that. Sorry I had to give it to you like that, but it's just that. And that's my honest, my unscripted opinion on this letter, and it's all, just pray about it, and of course seek counseling now. Since your baby is stillborn, seek counseling. That's it for the RH3 show on today. Know that I love you for real. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning into today's broadcast. If you've missed it, if you've missed the majority of the show, go to therh3show.com and click on the podcast, and you can get it on the podcast platforms, or you can search it on it yourself. The RH3 Show on Spotify, Google Play Music, Apple iTunes, Radio Public, Anchor.fm, YouTube, Spreaker. It's all everywhere. Just search the RH3 Show. And Google Play Music, if I didn't mention that. Just search the RH3 Show. As I said at the end of each video, each broadcast, anything that I do, always know that I love you for real, and always remember to live every day, laugh every moment, and love yourself first. Well, no, love God first. Love yourself second, and love any other body else beyond words. Again, I love you for real, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Peace.
From the old man into the new man, we made a new creature and it's cause we've been given a new life. We're living into Christ and our sins are gone. Thank God that he the need to make us free indeed. Now the world was what was wrong. So now we're giving him his praise. I think it was Tick said, but I'm not there for try. Let the redeemed say so. Remade it as him until we feel God's way. So we can stand tall and we will not sway. So the non-believers can look at our lives and take notes. Yeah, cause we're the word redeemed, yo. Waking up live like a cappuccino. I know what he done for me, so I can get up and praise him to a world redeemed, yo. Yeah.
I know I gotta praise him now. Praise him cause they call me to a switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord.
My old status that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the pictures they paint, because they know they own the inner restraint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint. Which means do I live and we ain't being controlled by the flesh, we're depicted as quaint. And pray without a quitter's complaint, and being able to turn down your dinner at 8. Because the price that he paid for me gave to me my freedom, so I'm not in slavery. Christ made a way for me, grace me then paid for me. A way back to God through the life that he gave for me. And made me able to switch. Our lives were in darkness, then he came with a switch. So we don't walk like we used to, talk like we used to. Call us with honor and he'll do it for you too. Yeah.
I know I gotta praise him now. Praise him cause he called me to a switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord. I gotta praise him now, praise him cause he called me to a switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord. Praise him cause he called me to a switch. I know I gotta praise because he set me free. Christ said he paid, freed me at Calvary. So I'm gonna dance and there's no stopping. Don't ever change, cause I got victory. So go ahead and praise him, cause he's been so good. Give him all the glory like you know you should. Don't worry about them haters, they can't stop you if they could. So go ahead and praise him like you would. I gotta praise him now, praise him cause he called me to a switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord. Praise him cause he called me to a switch. I know I gotta praise him now. Praise him cause he called me to a switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord. Praise him cause he called me to a switch.
Peace party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Good night.